Snowglobe. Our first for word power. Snowglobe floats above the magical pedestal. Within the snow globe you see small shapes moving. There are clear skies in the globe below you, and a ragtag group of dwarves are busily butchering dryads beneath the warm sun. Dwarves are mad. Brute will not listen to reason. Welcome, half-orc friend. Your kind is strange to us. We are used to seeing only dwarves, and they attack us on sight. Why do they attack you? Dwarves are insane with bloodlust. There is no other explanation. They cannot be reasoned with, and they slaughter our kind with no remorse. Where can I find immortal dwarves? What do you mean by that? What else would you call an enemy that will not remain dead? Even those dwarves slain by our strongest magic return to attack us once more. Yet neither can they triumph over us, for we are ever reborn in the same manner. I am unable to explain it more clearly. Well, perhaps our will can make you understand. Where can I find her? She is to the northeast, and not hard to find. Be careful in the northwest, for that is the domain of the immortal dwarves.
I will not
feel the chill touch of the grave.
We are getting experience out of them, so I wonder if your farm experience.
The mad! The brutes will not listen to reason! I am Arwyll, leader of the Dryads. I bid you welcome. Your kind is strange to us. We are used to seeing only the dwarves who attack us on sight.
For what reason have you sought me out? Is there some boon you would ask of me? Why are the dwarves at war with you? Dwarves cannot be reasoned with. They slaughter my sisters and chop down our trees. It is as if they are possessed by some kind of madness. And yet, sometimes I feel that dwarves are not solely to blame. Do not speak of this with my sisters, but there are times when things are not clear, as if I'm in a dream or nightmare. I have dark visions of me and my sisters unleashing our magic on the dwarves and reveling in the slaughter. I cannot help but wonder if we Dryads do not sometimes succumb to the same bloodlust as our foe. Have you always been at war with the dwarves? I think not, though it is hard to remember anything else. But within my mind there are fleeting images of a time, long, long ago. A time when the dwarf and Dryad stood side by side. We were slaves to a terrible master, a monstrous creature of pure evil. Dwarf and nymph alike served this being. Together we dared stand against it. But the memories are clouded and unclear. A trembling reflection in a muddled pond. Perhaps they are not even real, for it seems as if our war with the dwarves has raged since the dawn of existence. What is this place? How can this world exist inside a snow globe? Forgive me, but I do not understand your question. I know nothing of this snow globe which you speak, and our world is as it is. We know no other life but this one of constant endless war with the dwarves. May the earth be ever soft beneath your feet. Travel with care. Danger is ever present. So dwarves are there. What's here then? Okay. So you wouldn't happen to be the reason for the fighting then? House of books. Odds and Arwill's journal. This is the journal of Arwill, leader of the Snowglobe Triads. The final entry is of particular interest. Dwarves fell upon us yet again. Their savagery was terrifying, but at last I and my sisters managed to drive them off. How many times was I slain in that battle, only to be reborn and slain yet again? Does it even matter anymore? War, death, rebirth, the cycle never ends. In my dreams there are visions of a different world. I see dwarf and dryad working together, allied against a common and terrible foe in a bid to escape this pointless existence. And I remember the whisper of a powerful talisman, a tool to free both dryad and dwarves, the Amulet of Ages. Is this a beautiful memory of a time long forgotten, or a promise of hope for the future? If we could only speak with the dwarves and make them understand. But they are mad with bloodlust and attack us on sight. I fear this gruesome cycle will continue forever and this brutal existence will never end. Hard. This is the journal of Hard, leader of the Snowglobe Dwarves. The Dryads come at us again, using their foul magic. The fighting was bloody fierce, but at last we drove the tree huggers away. How many times did I die in that battle only to be reborn and slain again? Does it even matter anymore? Fighting, death, rebirth, fight never ends. Sometimes in my dreams I see a different world. I see dwarf and dryad working together, allied against a common and terrible foe in a bid to escape this pointless existence. And I remember the fading echoes of a powerful talisman, a tool to free both them dryads and we dwarves, the Amulet of Ages. Is it a memory of a time lost or a hope for the future? If the dryads would only listen to reason, then maybe. But they are mad and attack us on sight. Fighting will never end and this pointless existence will continue forever. Broken Amulet of Ages. Ooh. Our first dragon. Guardian White Dragon.
You are not one of my slaves. It is strange for me to see one who does not cower and flee in terror at my presence. I find your courage intriguing. Visitors are a great curiosity in my world, so I will forgive your intrusion. Tell me, puny one, why have you come to my realm?
Long introduction that says nothing. I'm searching for the words of power. Your name means nothing to me. I have been too long absent from your world, but the word of power, That is something with which I am very familiar. There was a time when I would have snuffed out your very existence for daring to even mention the word in my presence, but centuries of solitude have cooled my passions of my icy blood. I can tell you of this word of power, if you wish, though its magic is far greater than anything your trivial intellect will be able to comprehend. Yes, tell me about the word of power. The word is an ancient magic fashioned by the creator race that ruled the north before the time of manlings. Even I was not yet hatched when they vanished from the world. I was able to harness the magic of the word, using it to shape this realm, give eternal life to my slaves, and to make my own body immortal. Where's the word now? The magic of the word sustains this realm and my own existence. It is never far from me. More than this I will not tell you. The word is mine, and you shall never have it. I can just take it from you. Then you would die in the attempt. Do not trifle with me on this, small one. The blood in my veins is thick with age and slow to boil, yet my anger is terrible once unleashed. Uh, I think we would not go, our character would not go the roundabout way with this. Give me the word or die. I have suffered you to live far too long, half-orc fool. Are we able to even hit it? No. 36 is a miss. Any other boosts we can give us? We need it. Not much we can do. As long as we get hits though, that's the important part. Dragon Fear. Yeah, we're doing so fine. I think we have resistance to his attack style, so we are not taking that much damage. We're a high level warrior, so we get hits on him. Probably not critical hits. Immunity to... no. We can get a critical hits on him. So if we get both those... I think we'll do just fine. We should have... use a healing potion.
Now you got me mad!
Still, he's not going down exactly. Gonna fight. Critical hit on him. I'll just drink a couple of normal heals. Only have a couple of hits and he'll go down.
Where you stand.
Shit. Yeah, I get the knockdown treatment now. He has the advantage on knockdowns because he has a massive size. Shit. Critical hit. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. Straight in the ear. Not much I can do about it. Bad timing on the critical hit. I'm not gonna even bother talking to him now. What we don't need this. Yeah, doesn't do anything for us. So I think we're going to get the +3 to strength. It'll make hitting a little bit easier. Not much, but a little bit. We could also use probably a strength glove, because, well, discipline +6 clearly isn't helping. We have to use the belt, otherwise we'll go down very, very fast.
Ooh, now you.
Let's try this. It goes after Grimnar. We get 3 attempts to attack it. Yeah, it's going down very, very fast this time. Better luck hitting, I guess. Yeah. Grimnar was the perfect distraction. Money. Sky of unrecognizable form. It looks like to be +3 button. Or +2, I don't know.
Why have you seized this word of power? Who do you serve?
Who are you?
First, you must answer me. My magic has sealed the door. The word of power shall not leave until you have answered my questions. Who do you serve?
I serve the Lord's Alliance and the city of Neverwinter.
These names mean nothing to me. Your cities are young. Your history but a single page in the accounts of the world. There is only one name that matters to me among your kind. Morgrim. Tell me, do you serve Morgrim?
Morgrim is the enemy of Neverwinter.
I see you speak the truth. This is good. Your enemies are mine as well. Morgrim must be stopped. He must not get the words of power.
I answered your questions. Now tell me who you are.
My name is Hadrolin, leader of the Word Slaves. This is but a projection of my true form. I am yet too far to aid you in this task. There is more I would tell you, but my spell is fading. Find the words before Morgrim, or the world you know will not survive.
Oh, mission accomplished.
To be
I want to find out what the weapon is. Is it something special or nature's god? +4 versus humans. It's basically worthless to me. I'd rather take the one that's +3 against everything. Well, we had our hopes up there for a moment. We can afford another cloak now. Maybe. Either way, we need a cloak. How much is are the good ones? It's fortification probably. 75,000 for +3. +3 deflection and saving throws. Actually, we have a ring of protection +3, so it wouldn't do anything on the deflection front. It would free up us with another ring though. It's not that great of a deal. A little bit of more saving throws. That's the best we can hope for from the cloak, at least at the moment. Okay, still, first word power. Report the success.
You are back. Have you something to report?
I have one of the words of power.
This is good news. And the gods know we have had precious little enough of that lately. With Erebeth at their head, the Luskan forces are winning victory after victory over the Lord's Alliance troops. And all the while, Morgrim and his cult continue their search for the words of power. At least there is one here they will not have. My loyal network of scouts will spirit the word away to Castle Neverwinter for safekeeping until Lord Nasher's scribes can discover its use. On behalf of the city of Neverwinter and Lord Nasher himself, please accept this reward of 2,000 gold pieces as a token of our gratitude. If my sources are correct, there are still several more words of power yet to be found. I hope your success at locating the words continues.
I think you should know about a female lizardman I ran into. She said her name was Hadrolin, and she seemed to want to help.
Normally, Neverwinter counts the lizardmen amongst her enemies, but your news is not completely unexpected. I have received reports of a lizard creature and her followers doing battle with Morgrim's cult. This must be that Hadrolin you mentioned. I will need to consider this new information carefully. But this is not your concern. You must focus on finding the words. I wish you luck in your mission. Return to me once you have another of the words.
Want to visit the mini-start cloak. Might have magical cloaks for sale. Things that we would be interested in.
Greetings. I still don't think I want to give you access to my lab in the back.
Cloak protection, nymph's cloak, not useful. Fortification +3 and 2, and nothing particularly useful. What probably would serve us best would be cloak protection from evil +5. Alternatively, cloak of fortification +3 and some kind of spell resistance ring or regeneration ring. I'm not seeing anything particularly useful here. Fine, let's go. Go after what though? I think I'm heading up north. There was the Coldwood section that I've never visited. Might as well take a look at there now. Not sure what to expect. Got the word of power from this general direction. I'm sure the other directions hold their own, so it has to be related to something else. Undead creatures.
Silent Lord hate you! Don't just stand there! Crack some heads! Death comes for us!
Why am I here?
I'm gonna rip your head off and make it my puppet!
Huge amount of undead creatures will block the surface. What's the potential gain? Vampiric warrior. Yeah, these aren't cursed. What's the difference between vampires and cursed people? I don't.
Get 'em!
Don't particularly matter. Trash is trash. Name doesn't matter. Looks like a old ruin of some sort. Revenant. It's a version of an undead creature. I think it's basically sentient undead of a sort.
I'm gonna rip your head off
Versus a mindless one like a skeleton or something. Warrior monk. Undead.
Get 'em!
Mummy, 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 warrior mummy.
Feel!
if it's a bonus site for one of the companions to get some kind of item. The armor looks like something with the normal bonuses, normal enchantments, but nothing special. Still, we could use the money. And I need to start buying heal potions. Ooh, vampire champion. Possible. Okay, that would be probably properly dangerous.
It is certain as death itself. The task is done. Death and damnation! The task is done.
Lots of skeletons. You will never sully Lian's tomb, mortal sludge.
The Silent Lord take you!
Some kind of spellcaster, which means she's not gonna do anything. Spellcaster is fine, but you can't start the fight like that. Harp of Pandemonium. I think spells later added to the game. Especially, I'm not sure at what point they're added though, maybe in Hordes of Underdark. But there's a lot of added that help wizards survive the initial onslaught of warriors. A lot of them, it's a combination of avoiding the physical damage or just absorbing it, but a lot of it is some kind of force field spells that do damage to us every time we try to we make a successful hit, so we get damage from their various shields. At the same time, our attacks won't do damage for quite a few attacks, so it's a deadly combination. A high level mage can do tens of points of damage on a single one of those shields, and those shields are stackable. So yeah, we can hit them 4 or 5 times per round, but they'll do us easily more than 100 points of damage, so we won't survive it either. And that's ignoring the improved attack spells they might have. I have no idea what this place is. Lian's tomb of some kind, but why am I here? Lich Warrior. Basically a lich that isn't dangerous in any way, I suppose. Succubus Stone. Okay, this seems to be a fairly substantial complex, but it has nothing to do with the word power, just something extra, I guess. Witch warriors,
Don't just stand there! Okay, Don't just stand there!
It is certain
Crack
as
some
death
heads!
itself.
How am I getting these succubus stones? Where's that noise coming from?
Death and damnation!
Pistol. That's where the noise is coming from. Better heal up. We can do this healing with regeneration. Grimna cannot. It's healed enough.
It cannot be done.
It is obvious that the pedestal contains powerful magic, likely to protect something of great value. The protections on the central pedestal seem to be linked to the 4 surrounding pedestals in this room. Tablet of the Purple Light. An impression has been carved from the stone of the pedestal, as if it was meant to hold a small stone or gem. There's also an inscription. The princess hides within her chambers, never does she leave the room. Betrothed to one she does not love, she weeps for a forbidden groom. Riddles, lovely. Traps, traps, and more traps. Yeah, I think we need to do something about that. It's blocking all the sounds at this point. Get rid of it. Shut it down. Succubus Force Cage. Yep.
Well, hello there.
A visitor. A visitor. This is unexpected. Please do not let the old tales of demons dissuade you from talking. There is much help I can give you. How can you help me? I can give you so many things. And I can do things for you too. I can help you. But you will need to help me too. You will need to bring me things. Things that I need to restore my lost power so that I can help you. Just tell me what you want so I don't have to listen to this. Scattered about the tomb are talismans of my power. A ring, a necklace, and a gem were taken from me when Liane bound me to her service. With these talismans back in my possession, my lost power will be restored and I can escape this prison. For each piece of my jewelry you bring me, mortal, I will help you. I'll do this. Thank you, mortal. I'll be waiting here for you to return with the talisman, so that I might free myself and help you. Yeah, I don't think that will pass that. I don't want to ask anything from her yet, because I don't know is it something that we could gain through other means. Trap. Succubus necklace. Gem of duty. So we need quite a few gems. What is that? Levitating mummy. Oh, whatever. We've seen stranger things. We'll probably end up giving her all her little components. It's a demon though, so I have very little faith it'll actually keep its word. Doesn't particularly matter to me. Yeah, he's doing some buffs on himself, which means he's dead before the fight starts. So, always the same weakness with buff-focused classes and characters. You just... either you have to rely on long-term buffs, or you can't really rely on them. If you absolutely have to cast a huge amount of buffs before you can start a fight, you need something to turn yourself invisible, or something to buy time. Ooh, what is this? Looks like trouble. Go for the sarcophagus first. Gem of Honor.
Don't just stand there! Ooh! Ooh!
These are dangerous. One of them has to die. Can I knock it down? Yeah, I think we're just gonna rest here. Be safe enough. There's a good chance most of these are trapped in some way. Or maybe they trigger enemies, or they're very suspicious setup here.
Feel the chill touch of the grave! The task is done.
Oh, they're just chests.
The task is done.
What gem is it? And we need to take a closer look at the
It is certain
gemstones.
as death itself. The task is done.
Succubus ring. We have all her talismans. Again, we have nothing really to ask of her. I have a feeling she might have a... well, basically I have this feeling. If we release her, she's turning hostile or leaving, whatever. She's not gonna do anything for us. She's doing trading so she can get out. However, we can probably ask her at least 2 things because we have the 3 talismans. Otherwise, we would naturally not give her more if she wouldn't do things for us. So we can ask 2 things, pretty much guaranteed. Which means we would like to make those requests for help count. We don't want to just ask some pointless things that we can achieve on our own. We want something we can't do on our own. So maybe some magical item, maybe some kind of a thing has to be done here that we are not able to do. I'd like to find out about that first before we talking to her about any favors. If she is totally worthless to us and cannot give us anything worthwhile, then we can just leave her there. She's a succubus. We're not exactly idiots. We know that she has no intention. She wouldn't help us if she wasn't trapped. So the second she's out, she's not on our side in any way. Still, we are missing at least 2 gems we need for the main pedestal system. And I have no idea what that seems to be the point of the entire place. Greater mummy, how great are you? Not that great.
Death comes for us all!
I think we need about... we need 2 gemstones. Each one should be in some kind of a trap. It could be fairly dangerous too.
It is certain as death itself. The task is done.
Deadly spike trap. Well, to be fair, I don't think I've seen traps as rewards in a long time. So I just don't. They're not that heavy, but they take a lot of inventory space, so I don't even want to take them too long. No idea if they're any good. Need to get rid of some of these crappier healing potions. Mystical +1.
It is certain as death itself. The task is done.
I think the succubus has one of the gems. So we would basically get 3 by exploring, and we have to have this common sense to ask for the 4th, and maybe a magical item, and that will be it. At that point we might as well free her, see what she does. She really, she's probably just going to teleport away immediately, laughing how idiots we are, or attack us.
Oh, now you got me mad!
Protection glyphs. Oh. Not that it apparently matters. Nice. Ooh, was very close to dying. Nice alternative way to have a golem fight though. If you have no chance of fighting it, you can still neutralize the glyphs. Probably would have been better if the golem wouldn't announce immediately what the glyphs are there for. Seems like it would require someone to design it that way, and seems like a stupid way to announce it. This is my weakness. Well, it's the tradition of fuck me boys on for bosses. It's either a red light or you have to mention that that's your weak spot. I guess those are the rules.
Get him!
Okay, either way, this has to have one of Succubus very unlikely has 2. Gem of Pain.
It is certain as death itself.
Gem of Misery. So the Succubus has none. Well, potentially none at least.
It is death and damnation! The task is done. It is certain as death.
Don't recognize the large shield. Oh, the armor, which is a good thing. They're probably more valuable. Okay, I'm going to try to solve this thing before talking to the Succubus. See if it's even in any way necessary. White light. A king sits ever on his throne, regal wisdom in his gaze. Heroes come to bow before him, his subjects sing his name with praise. Okay, let's look at our options. Honor, duty, misery, pain. That would be honor, I guess. No, that's misery. A young man locked beneath the castle, punished for forbidden love. His broken body writhes in torment, his wife imprisoned up above. That would be pain. Or is it misery? Tablet guard stands over. Yeah, that's beauty. Star Sapphire. Its size is impressive with a unique quality and cut. This semi-precious stone has great value, particularly for those interested in the history of the Cherok's family. Someone in the city, I mean the core area, must want that. We will just have to go and talk to people. I don't think this has anything to do with companion quests either. Let's see if we can get something out of the succubus.
Well, hello there.
Okay. Take the talisman. How will you help me? I promise to serve you binds me even as I am bound to this tomb. A single talisman cannot free me, but it gives me enough power to serve you. Tell me, mortal, what would you have me do? I can open this tomb's doors so you may pass unhindered, or I can give you a powerful magic of the kind you mortals so desire. Okay. Give them a powerful magic guys. Succubus got a dagger. Okay.
Well, hello there.
Are the same options with the second talisman? Yeah. So we're just gonna walk away. I can guess what the dagger is. Probably a courtesan's blade. It's a very good dagger, but it's not unique in any way. And it's worthless to us anyway. Still. Might as well take a look what's here before heading back home. I do want to hunt down whoever wants that item. Maybe it's one of the merchants. That's probably it. Because I almost always just assume that they basically have items to sell and they have nothing else, so I don't even bother talking with them. So that would be easy to miss.
The top. It is certain as death. Death and damnation. It is certain as death and damnation. Death and damnation. The task is done.
It's the Sonic Trap. Many start clue. It's not that many, there's like two shops here.
Greetings. I still don't think I want to give you access to my lab in the back. That's reserved for those who have some experience.
Okay. No, it's not her. She doesn't even have the option to ask for additional things. Husher Clay.
Hello there.
Newest branch. Ah, it's him. When I heard there was an archaeologist nearby, I went to speak with her about a certain item I've been trying to track down. But she wasn't really interested. She said she only wanted items of historical significance, and that she didn't have time to chase after trinkets. I even offered her a generous reward, but she seemed more interested in the wine bottle on the table than my story. Maybe I could help. Maybe you could at that. You seem like a capable man. Tell you what, you help me out and I'll give you the payment I was offering Lillian. What's the job? In addition to my retail business, I'm also a collector of rare gems. Right now, there's one particular gem I'm interested in, the Star Sapphire. The Star Sapphire is valuable, that I'll warrant you, but you'll never get more than 1,000 gold from any other dealer. But it's interesting to me as a collector, so I am offering more. I'll give you 3,000 gold if you bring it to me. Well, that's basically one pathetic item. Well, I have the Star Sapphire right here. Well done, my good man. And as promised, here's your reward. 3,000 gold pieces was the price agreed upon, I believe. The pleasure is all mine, good sir. Anything else? I'll be going. Wasn't worth much. It's again... It's just out of whack with the economy of currently in the game. So, it's just nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is a fire resistance amulet, yeah. Courtesan Blade, +2 keen on hit stun. Ooh, it's actually better than I thought it would be. And it's worth 12,000, so yeah, your 3,000 gold for your Sapphire was not even close to being the best price we got from that tomb. It's just a shame. Change shirts. Mirror shields. Spell resistance shield worth 6,000. Gnomish magnetic armor. Small shield +3. There are way too many books, we just dump them. Seems like half my inventory is books at the moment. Some of them won't get removed when we go from chapter to chapter. So even then, they become totally worthless, they're still taking up inventory space. So we have 74,000. We could afford something like a cloak, but I don't particularly like the cloaks being offered. I think we can get away with not buying anything, then we can use their items to buy uh, maybe a bit more appropriate things. Gargoyle boots might be good. They're not better than the haste boots, but we can use them, and they have 50 charges, which means 10 times cast stone skin at level 7. So that would be the ability we would be taking. Basically 10 uses of the stone skin spell. I think it protects for like 100 points of physical damage, so it could be very useful, especially in the upper fights of the game. Or the greater belt of guiding light, or belt of guiding light in general. Together they would be about, what, 74,000? We have 74,000, so not exactly. I'm not buying them now, there's really no real need for them. Belt of guiding light might be a different matter. But it would have to be an opponent that's basically a mage that spams death attacks on you. If there's any kind of a serious physical fighting going on, I wouldn't exchange the belt. Alternatively, we can try to get more belts for greater protection. So we can switch around depending on enemy. Swordsman belt is probably the best because, especially in the dragon fights, it'll help. They're very tough to hit anyway, so the fights get extended and extended. Still. Immunity from death spells would not hurt. The reason I don't really want to buy it now, or at least feel a huge pressure buying it, is because, frankly, the mages we've faced so far haven't been all that good at fighting. So we've always gotten a chance to interrupt them before they basically get going really well. So at least at the moment I'm still confident that we can do it with the others too. Anyway, the northern section is pretty much cleared, I'd say. Druid Grove, Uthgard Settlement.
Something I can do for you?
I think I'll do the murder trial. Or will I? It's not too big of a problem if I do it. I'm more of a thinking with my character would be interested in doing it. It might help. I mean, we will get rewarded from it if we put up a serious defense, but more importantly, we are at a war with our faction that we are siding with against an opponent that we're not doing all that well against, so if we could solve an internal dispute here, probably would go a long way in helping our overall cause. So regardless of how the trial ends, it's important that the trial is had.
Welcome, friend. I am Usam, Druid of the North, liaison between the Lord's Alliance and the Uthgard.
You are free to take solace in the tranquility of my grove if you wish, or is there some other reason you have sought me out? Okay. What's going on? I work for Aringend. When the Lord's Alliance set up camp here, Arin told me he was recruiting agents to search for lost artifacts of ancient magic. I wish you success in your quest, though as I told Arin, I am more concerned with the plight of the Uthgard. What do you mean? My child, this war takes a terrible toll on the Uthgard. The armies of Luskan lay waste to their lands, and the Black Lion tribe has lost many warriors battling alongside the Lord's Alliance. But it is for the Uthgard Elk tribe that I worry most of all. They have aligned themselves with the Luskan destroyers to slaughter the defenseless settlers around Fort Edelgard in the south. Can't you make them stop? Once the Elk tribe welcomed my counsel, they have since turned their back on the way of nature. The emissaries I have sent to investigate have all been ruthlessly slain. You are not a child of nature, so perhaps you cannot understand the pain I feel over what has happened with the Elk tribe. I could help you with this, for a price. In the natural cycle, good deeds bring good deeds in return. Should you find a way to bring the elk tribe back into the fold, you will be showered with an abundant bounty of rewards. Such a task would be dangerous, my child. The elk tribe have slain all who have tried to parley with them, and if you could discover why the elk tribe have turned their back on us, I would be most grateful. The elk tribe have fortified themselves inside their keep to the west of Fort Ilkard, although they continue to make raids on the fort. Perhaps if you go there you can find them and speak to Zogar Thunderer, their chief. Sure. It seems to me make a lot of sense at least to give the attempt. Turn one of the ally of the enemy or to our side. And if we manage to do it, we'll get rewarded. Go, child, and may a gentle breeze carry you safely to your destination, like the summer winds that bring seeds to replenish the eternal forest. Are you telling me to go seed things? Okay, yep. Murder trial.